Here's the big break. Someone is going to win $250,000 dirhams of radio advertising here at ARN and free office and company formation at Dubai Airport Free Zone for 1 whole year. Elimination night tonight. We just heard from Boon Martinson of Interior Automation. We'll get to our next contestant very, very shortly. First, though, a quick welcome back to our judge this evening, Mike Atack, founder and managing director of Atack International. Mike, thanks for staying with us.
Hello again.
Mike is here because he is a sales and presentation expert, and he's judging this set of elimination rounds because they focus to a large extent on the sales and presentation skills of our contestant. And with that, let me introduce our second contestant this evening. She is Orit Mohammed of Pinnacle Trading, or Boon Coffee as it's sometimes better known. Now, Orit actually was beaten in the first elimination round, but there were a couple of wild cards, and Orit got through with her wild card because her presentation was so impressive. Orit Mohammed then of Boon Trading, Boon Coffee, Arabica coffee beans from Ethiopia, roasted here in Dubai. Your 3 minutes to sell your coffee company starts now, and I'm going to give the first question to Mike Atack.
So, Orit, tell me, what is it about your product or your service that differentiates you and makes your business great?
Well, Boon Coffee provides single origin, organically grown, traceable coffee, 100% Arabica coffee. Coffee is not about powdered coffee in the supermarket. It's a process that we at Boon take very seriously. We select the beans from the farms, and then taste each batch before we purchase them. Then we bring them here to Dubai and roast them locally to bring out the peak flavor of each coffee.
And what makes your decision on which ones you select and which ones you reject?
The quality of the beans and how good each batch changes, you know. So we select each batch. We have somebody who's doing that at each harvest.
And how many people have you got doing that with you?
Well, with 3 people. Cupping, it's cupping, tasting small batches and roasting them and cupping them. So.
Good, okay. So tell me about somebody that was perhaps a customer of one of your competitors, but then they came to you, they bought your stuff, they love you, and today they drink it all the time.
Yes.
Who's that?
Okay, we had a couple of months ago, we had a customer, Mr. Mohammed, who came, who didn't think there was much difference between coffees. Coffee was coffee, but his friends gave him a taste of our coffee, and that he was so blown away from the taste that he decided to put it in his restaurant, Triath Al-Mandi on Jumeirah Road. So now we have an outlet that not only does he display our coffee, he also promotes it for all his friends.
And what sort of feedback is he getting from his customers as a result of using your coffee?
Well, the taste is different. You could, everybody keeps saying that, you know, Ethiopian coffee is not one type of coffee. There is Harar's mocha flavor, or Sidamo's full body flavor, Yirgaj Afe's citric flavor. So when people taste the coffee, instead of tasting the bitter taste of coffee that you keep remembering with most coffees, with Boon Coffee you remember the sweet flavors, the sweet smell of the aroma. So that's what makes us more unique and different.
So if I am to start buying your coffee and drinking your coffee, what is the one thing that I'm going to remember as a result of being one of your customers?
You're going to remember that fresh coffee tastes completely different from all the coffee. That if a lot of people think coffee is just still coffee, that you're going to remember that coffee has flavors, coffee has different taste, different smell, and something that could put you back, place you somewhere else. You know, when you have a good cup of coffee, it actually gives you like a minute of break for you. That's how I feel.
All right, Mohammed, thank you very much indeed. We're out of time on that particular task. Your second task starts now.
Whittling them down. Tonight, contestants go head-to-head in their quest for the big break. Only on Dubai Eye 103.8.
Now, Ori, your second task is you have to sell a random object that we found around the Dubai Eye office today. Tonight, it is a hole puncher, which you've just been given. You haven't seen this before. And just to clarify, Ori did not hear our previous contestant, Bjorn. She was in the green room listening to Virgin Radio. She was supervised. She wasn't checking her phone. So this is all fresh and new to her. Ori, you have up to 3 minutes to sell the hole punch to Mike Atack. And your 3 minutes starts now. The first question to Mike.
All right, what is that metal object that you're holding?
Well, this is the Kangaroo 520 hole puncher. Blue, beautiful blue color that can punch holes for your papers to be more organized. This is a beautiful, and it will make you less messy because it will collect all the punched hole. So this is something that is useful. You could change the sizes to fit even envelopes or any other objects you need to categorize in folder.
And how does it work?
It doesn't require a lot of strength. You can do it softly for somebody small or somebody large, and it makes you efficient and more organized.
So tell me how this hole puncher has helped you in your organisation and helped you to be more successful.
Well, it helps me to organize because I'm always multitasking. So with this, I can quickly punch holes and organize my folders and place them at the correct place. And then, at the end of the year, all the holes we collect, we can use as the confetti for any get-together or parties.
Okay, good byproduct.
This is something you can share in the office, so you don't have to have, each of us have to have a single hole puncher. We can use in an office one hole puncher. And this is blue, so we will be able to see it for all of us. It's bright blue color.
So if I was to buy this hole puncher from you, what value is it going to bring to me and my business?
Well, it's going to add value because, one, you don't have to spend more on another hole puncher. You already have one that people can share, and that you would have an organized office where people can place their folders exactly where it needs to be at the moment. We don't have to wait.
All right, thank you very much indeed. That's the end of the second task. Your third and final task starts now.
Giving one company the big break they need. With thanks to Dubai Airport Free Zone, only on Dubai Eye 103.8.
The third and final task is the business general knowledge quiz. All right, your first question is this. Who is the richest person in the world? According to the Forbes Rich List 2011, the list excludes rulers of wealthy countries and their sovereign wealth. So who is the richest person in the world, according to Forbes?
It's the Mexican telecom, and his name is
You're close, I'll give you that.
It's Carlos. No,
yes, it's Carlos. I might give you half a mark unless you can give me his full name.
It's Carlos Balu.
No, it's...
Salu. It's Carlos Salu. It's a Mexican guy.
It is a Mexican guy.
73 billion.
It is a Mexican guy. He does have a couple of names. We're going to give you at least half a mark for that, and we're going to check. His name is Carlos Slim. He's known as Carlos Slim, but I think he might actually be called Carlos Slim Balu. Tim's going to check that one. You've got at least half a mark there. You might even get a full one. Listen, here's the second question. More local question. Again, a personality. Who am I? Born in 1954, I'm a member of one of Dubai's largest trading families. I am the highest rated UAE national in the Arabian Business Rich List of Arab business people, ranked 12th with an estimated fortune of $6.1 billion. Now, I have many high-profile roles in Dubai and the UAE, but I'm perhaps best known as the Chief Executive Officer of Mashreq Bank. Who am I?
Al-Habtour.
No, it's Abdulaziz Al-Ghurair. Which company am I? International question now. I was a pioneering web portal and search engine of the American .com era in Silicon Valley in the 1990s. And while I'm still a multi-billion-dollar company, I have had a difficult few years as Google and Facebook have emerged and stolen advertising revenue. In 2009, I bought Maktub.com, the biggest website in the Arab world, for an unconfirmed fee of about $100 million. Yesterday, I appointed a new chief executive, Scott Thompson. Which company am I?
I can't repeat the question, right?
I was a pioneering web portal and search engine of the American .com era in Silicon Valley.
Oracle?
No, it's not Oracle, it's Yahoo. Fourth question, which UAE company, local question here, which UAE company owns the Dubai Mall, the world's biggest shopping mall by total area?
Emaar
Properties is correct. And finally, 5. Who is the highest earning dead celebrity in 2011 globally, according to the Forbes Rich List? I'll give you a multiple choice. It's one of these 3. Michael Jackson, Marilyn Monroe, or Elvis Presley. One of those was the highest earning dead celebrity in 2011.